Hello everybody, welcome to kubiedoesit. I hope everybody's having a great day. So today we are going to talk about the Harbor Freight Hall of Fame. So I made this up, but it's the items that I think are some of the best values, the most durable, the most useful tools that you can get at Harbor Freight that will rival just about anything you can buy anywhere else, and frankly, maybe better than what you can get just about anywhere else. Some of these items are on sale right now. They're always going to be on. There's always something that's going to be on sale at Harbor Freight, just nature of the beast. If you watch this video after this sale is over, do not fret, because it will go on sale. Whatever the item is, it will be on sale at some point or another in the near future. It's just what happens with Harbor Freight. They go in and out of sales. Just about everything's on sale at some point. So just be patient and wait around, and you'll be able to get it. So let's start on the first item. And I will say wait till the end, because I'm going to share my two current favorite items that I have chosen for this video that I think are the best two items you can get at Harbor Freight right now. But the first on the list is the U.S. General Toolboxes. So I'm using this as a blanket category, but I am showing the 5-drawer mechanics cart, and I'll touch on that here in a second. But you can't go wrong with the U.S. General Toolboxes. Yeah, the Icon toolboxes are nice and even better, but they're also very pricey. These U.S. General boxes are stout. They work well. They're good-looking boxes. As you can see, I've got U.S. General boxes behind me. I've got a Craftsman box over here that I've had about 20 years, and I can tell you the U.S. General boxes are built much better than this Craftsman, and this is, like I said, one of the older ones, which were built better. The U.S. General boxes are just better boxes, and they've got a lot of space. The drawers are smooth. They're just downright good pieces of equipment. And this 30-inch 5-drawer mechanics cart is awesome. You will like this very much. It's just as stout as any other box they have, and it comes, with a lot of space for tools. Really, it's a good starter toolbox if you're just getting started out collecting your tools, or if you're a seasoned mechanic and you need something to wheel your tools out to work on a car. You can't go wrong. And with these 9 colors, heck, you can pick any color you like, and you're probably going to find something that you're happy with. So I recommend this, and I'm going to put this on as item number 1 on the list. Next on the list are the Daytona 3-ton heavy-duty ratcheting jack stands. I've chosen 3-ton here, and the 3 tons are great if you've got a car, a small car, or a small SUV. They'll work perfectly fine. It's not the height or the weight rating that you really on these you're going to have to worry about. It's the height. So I have a pickup truck. I drive a 4-wheel drive pickup truck. It sets up pretty high, and these will probably hold it just barely. Barely hold the tires off the ground. So for me, the 6-ton jacks are preferable. I like them just because they're a little bit more flexible. You can use them on more things, and they will raise things up, hold things up a little bit higher. But if you've got a car, the 3 tons, sometimes if you've got a low sitting car, it's hard to get it way up off the ground to get that 6-ton under it. So you pick the one that works best for you. You can't go wrong with the Daytona jacks. These ratcheting jacks are awesome. I've had sets of these. I've got multiple sets of these, and I've had them for decades, and they work great. Next on the list is a welder. So this is a multi-process welder, but frankly, the titanium welders in general are what I'm pointing to. They're the mid-range welder for Harbor Freight, and they are a great option. They're a good choice. They work well. My son has one of these and loves it. They will do just about anything you need them to do. The only better option they have is the Vulcan, and they're about double the price. I'm not sure you're getting double the value. With this one, this 140 multiple process welder it'll do stick welding, it'll do TIG welding, it'll do MIG welding, and it'll also do your flux core welding. So it'll do it'll do every kind of welding I'm aware of, the mainstream welding, and it'll do it at a price that won't break the bank. This one's normally $600. It's on sale right now for $400, which is a pretty typical sale price on this one that if you wait around, you'll be able to find it. Next are the Bauer tools, the cordless tools, the 24 or 20 volt cordless tools. Right now they have a deal where you buy a $99 starter kit with a battery, with a 5 amp hour battery, as a matter of fact. So you're getting a pretty robust battery with the charger, and you get to pick a tool. And you'll notice that they've got a whole array of tools. They've got, you know, the grinder and the impact wrench. They've got the band saw, the deep cut band saw. They've got a grease gun, a circular saw. They've got an cordless impact wrench. Cordless impact wrench. These wrenches are my favorite. I use a cordless impact wrench, the 1/4 inch, more than just about any other tool that I own. It is so versatile. Then they've also got the 3/8 inch impact. They've got a hammer drill. They've got a multi-tool. They've got a vacuum. They've got a handheld compact reciprocating saw. And then they've got the standard size reciprocating saw. So for $99, you get everything with a 5 amp hour battery, which is a heck of a deal. I mean, you look at that band saw, and it's $130. You're getting the band saw, the battery, and the charger for $99. That's a pretty good deal. And then to stick with the Hercules line, we've got the Hercules 12-inch dual bevel compound miter saw, and it has the LED shadow guide. This, and I know I've said beast a few times in this video, this thing is a beast. This is a great saw. This is probably the best corded power tool and some people will argue with me, so go ahead and send me in your comments. But this is probably the best corded power tool that they have at Harbor Freight, I believe. And right now it's on sale for $300, normally $349. This is a pretty typical price that if you look around and wait around, you'll be able to find it at this price. Next on the list is the Predator 5,000 watt dual fuel super quiet inverter generator with remote start and CO2 secure. These generators, the Predator generators, the inverter super quiet generators, are awesome. There's a whole line of these, super quiet, super reliable. These have taken the place of the old Honda generators. The Honda generators of today are not the Honda generators of 10, 15, 20 years ago. They're just not made as well. They don't hold up as well as they used to. These do, and you've got a lot of RVers, a lot of preppers, and folks like me who, you know, if you get an ice storm or something like that, we like to have a generator, and one that's going to work and one that's going to be quiet and it's going to be safe. The CO2 secure keeps you safe. It has the dual fuel. It'll run on propane or gasoline. It is just it's electric start or remote start and electric start, but it is a beast of a generator. The 5,000 watt has kind of taken over from the 3,500 watts, which is still available, and it's still a great generator. They're all of the Predators are great generators, but the 5,000 watt is a little more powerful, and I know like the RVers have kind of taken to this one, but this one is normally, I believe it's normally, it's normally $1,100, and it's on sale for $799. So this is a pretty good deal, and this isn't an uncommon sale price. So if you miss the current sale, catch it on the next one. Next, we'll switch gears from big to a little less expensive item. This is the Pittsburgh 1/2-inch drive 25-inch breaker bar. This Pittsburgh Pro breaker bar is as good as any breaker bar out there. I don't care. You can send me a message and tell me it's not as good. I've got a snap-on bar in my toolbox here that I bought in a pawn shop a long time ago. And I've also got one of these Pittsburgh Pro, and I have a Quinn set of breaker bars. They're all good breaker bars. They are. This one's only $18 and it goes on sale for significantly less if you'll just wait around for it. It goes on sale quite a bit because it's a popular item. If you need a breaker bar, this will be the only breaker bar you'll need. I promise you, it'll work well. And then we cannot have a Hall of Fame video from Harbor Freight without these Grant's microfiber cloths. I get these 12 packs when they go on sale. Right now they're on sale for $2.74, normally $6. I have 2 small laundry baskets that my wife has in the corner of my garage on a shelf, and one keeps clean microfiber cloths and one has dirty ones in it. So as I use them and I get them dirty, I throw them in the dirty hamper or the dirty basket. And then she washes them, folds them, and puts them in there for me so that I can use them. Occasionally one gets so nasty that, you know, it's not washable, or she won't wash it because she doesn't want to mess up the washing machine. I always keep an ample supply, and I probably have, gosh, I hate to admit it, but I've got about eight packages of these stashed. I think I've got 4 of them just in my green locker here behind me. Because I go through them, I use them a lot, and they're just great to have. They work waxing the car, they work great, you know, just working on stuff and you want to wipe something off your hands, whatever. They're just great towels. Next is another one of my favorite items, another cheap item, and if you've watched any of my other videos, I put these up a lot. These are the hex shank, they're 1/4-inch drive, impact driver bits that allow you to use 1/4, 3/4, 3/8 inch and 1/2 inch sockets. And I use the heck out of these. I couldn't even guess at this point how many sets of these I have. I've got them all through my garage in different drawers because I'm always needing one, and I'll open whatever drawer I'm at and I can usually find one. But for $2 on sale, and they go on sale all the time. Just about every Harbor Freight sale has one of these, or has this set in them. I've never had a set break, never had any issues with them. They are just awesome. Next, and this is another really good item that it's Pittsburgh, and people go, oh, Pittsburgh. Well, let me tell you something. These impact wrenches, whether they're 1/2 inch, 3/8 inch, it doesn't matter what drive they are, if they're deep well or standard. These are great sockets. They don't break. I've got sets of these that I've had so long that they're covered with surface rust. I have to wipe them down every so often with an oily rag, which any kind of black oxide tool is gonna get a little bit of surface rust on it if you don't keep it oiled. These just work, and I've heard of professional mechanics that have used these for years and swear by them. If you're gonna get a socket set and you can't afford to get a higher quality set like a Quinn or an Icon, and you want something that's gonna hold up and last, before you get the chrome, get the black oxide impact drivers. These things will last you forever, and they will work, and they won't break on you. Give them a try. You'll like them. And these are not on sale. They're regular sale price is $30. They usually go on sale for around $20. So you can and maybe even a little bit less than that, and you can only afford one set. Get these. Next is another one of my favorite cabinets that they have at Harbor Freight. So the Yukon, this is a 46-inch 9-drawer mobile cabinet, and it has a solid wood top. And this cabinet that I'm working on right now, that I'm making this video on, this is one of these 9-drawer cabinets. Now, I put a piece of plywood on it and trimmed it out and polyurethaned it to give me a bigger top. So mine cantilevers off a little bit. And this allows me to pull this out into my garage, and I'm able to use it for videos, but I also use it for projects if I'm building something or fixing something and I need a good workbench. I can pull out in the middle of the garage where I can work around, and I can work with it. And then I've got a ton of tools and other things inside the drawers. This is just a great box. It's built very well. I know that Husky makes one that's similar. The Husky is not as good of a box. I've got a couple of Husky work benches, the heavier duty ones. I'm looking at them both right now. And they are good boxes, but the Husky version of this is not that great of a box. This is a much better version. And right now it's on sale for $300. I have seen them at $269, $279 maybe. Next on the list is something that I just got today. My wife doesn't know it, but she bought it for me as a gift. But this is a 4.5-inch swivel vise with anvil and pipe jaws. It's a Doyle. So this is another one of those. The Doyle vices are incredibly good vices. They're built well. They hold up well. I've heard great things about them, which is why I bought one today. I'm looking at it on the floor there, and I can't wait to take my existing vise off my bench and install it. So what I had before was one of the old blue, had it for a very long time. It's got some rust on it, and it's broken a couple times, and I fixed it. I'm going to give it to my son. It still works. I was just in the mood for a new one, and I was in the store and I saw this one on sale. It's normally $130. It's $100, and it was calling my name from the shelf. I had to have it. The Doyle vices are great vices. They also have a 6-inch vise that I'm partial to, but this one at $100 plus the size is better suited for my workbench. The 4.5 is good for me, but you can't go wrong with any of the Doyle vices. These are definitely Harbor Freight Hall of Fame worthy. Next is the Earthquake XT 1/2-inch air impact wrench. This is any of the Earthquake impact wrenches. They've got 3/4 inch, they've got 1/2 inch. I don't think they have 3/8. They may, but I don't think so. I just picked this one because, well, this one was on sale for $80, normally $120. But again, if you keep looking, this will go back on sale for this price, and so will there's a bigger version of this that's 1,500 foot-pounds. This comes in the whole rainbow of colors, if whatever you like. These are just awesome impact wrenches. If you use air tools, you need this. I have Ingersoll Rand. I've got some other brands. I've had a lot of impact tools or air tools over the years, and this Earthquake is absolutely one of the best I have ever used. It'll work every bit as good as Ingersoll Rand that cost a lot of money. I highly recommend it. They hold up. I know people who use these professionally, and they use them every day without fail, and they don't have problems. It's a good wrench. Next is a little bit different. It's not necessarily a tool. My son just bought one of these. It's an Apex, it's a Badlands Apex 12,000 pound winch with the synthetic rope. I helped him install his, which he absolutely loves, and started looking at the reviews, and just people love these. The off-road crowd has grown tremendously over the last, 5-10 years. And they call them Overland, I think now. And I started researching this and found that this has become the go-to winch. People don't really use the Warren winches and some of the other brands that they used to use. This Harbor Freight Badlands winch is the winch right now. And it is a beast, and it works really well. And a lot of people are very, very happy, including my son. So if you want a winch and you want a good one and a stout one, this Badlands Apex 12,000 is the way to go. Next on the list, Quinn Master Technician's Tool Set. Now, I didn't pick this because it was on sale. I picked this because it was just a Quinn tool. So, you've got the Pittsburgh tools, you've got the Quinn tools, and then you've got the Icon tools. Obviously, the Icon is their top line, meant to compete with the tool trucks. The Quinn is the middle of the road. I'll compare Quinn to Craftsman. I do have this master set. I bought it because I wanted to try these tools out. It was maybe 6-7 months ago, and I have used the heck out of them. I gave some away, some of the things I didn't need. I use a lot of ratcheting wrenches. I love ratcheting wrenches. This one comes with a full set, but I've already got about 3 sets of them, so I gave those away. The screwdrivers are really good, but I've got an overabundance of screwdrivers. And frankly, the whole set eventually will probably be given away. Not because the tools are horrible, because they're not. They're great tools. The sockets work as good as anything. The ratchets are awesome. Everything is just excellent with this tool set. The problem is I've probably got 6-7 full sets of sockets, including a full set of Icon sockets. I'm a little bit of a tool nerd. I love tools. I I just collect them. I always have. I love them. But at some point, I've got a whole drawer over here in my black toolbox. This drawer right here says spare sockets on it, and I'll hop up off my stool here to show you. It says spare sockets. And I don't know if you can see what I've got in here, but I have just bundles and bundles of sockets of every size. And those are just the sockets that I have so many of the same that there's just no sense in trying to build another set. So what I do is I hold on to them until somebody needs them. The Quinn tools are excellent tools. If you're just starting out, even as a pro, and you want a good tool set, this Master Technician set is really good. Normally $400, it's $300. That's not a bad deal. But anything Quinn, I have no qualms about saying buy it. And then this one might seem a little silly, but if you're a homeowner and you don't have a hand truck, you're going to hurt yourself. I promise you. Unless you're unlike me, I'm always lifting something. It seems like my wife's always having something delivered, some kind of IKEA type piece of furniture that I have to assemble. And it shows up at the front porch from FedEx or UPS. It weighs about 150 pounds, and I have to find a way to wheel it around. I have a red version that's similar to this. Now mine has pneumatic tires, while this one has the run flat tires, so you don't have to put air in them. The one I have is in great shape, or I'd probably buy this one just so I don't have to put air in the tires, because that does kind of suck when you have pneumatic tires. Every so often you have to pump them up so that they'll work for you. And it's always at the worst time whenever you're getting ready to do something. You realize, daggone it, I need to fill air in the tire. But these are excellent, and some of the best things that they have at Harbor Freight. They don't break, they're sturdy, they last forever, and they will serve you and save your bag. And then you can't talk about Harbor Freight without talking about floor jacks. This one in particular is my absolute favorite that they have, which is the 3-ton long reach, low profile with rapid pump. This is the Daytona. It comes in 4 colors. The reason I like this one so much is it's low profile to get under just about any vehicle, but it's also long reach. Long reach also means that it has a higher lift, so it'll lift up much higher. So if you've got a big truck and you want to get it up off the ground good, this will work. I'm not a skinny guy, so I like to have all the distance from between me and the floor, or the vehicle and the floor, to get underneath as I can get. Nothing worse than being cramped under there. But any of the Harbor Freight floor jacks, not just the Daytona, are going to be good jacks. I have had over the years probably 3 or 4 different Harbor Freight jacks, and they've all been great. I usually give them away after a period of time, or if I move, which was the last time I gave one away, I gave it to my son. You can't go wrong. The only one that I recommend you don't mess with is the trolley jack. Stay away from the red trolley jack. It is not good. But these, especially this Daytona long reach, low profile, great jack. And these go on sale. They've got, a whole range of prices you can pay. You can get an affordable jack if you're looking for one that will serve you well, and it'll be a good jack. And then this is one of my 2 absolute favorites. This is probably, if I'm going to be honest, my absolute favorite item right now at Harbor Freight. I have this chair, and I happen to have it in green, which is my favorite color. Again, the toolboxes should be a dead giveaway. So this Icon Professional Adjustable Shop Seat is awesome. It has big casters. It has a big base. The seat has a lot of range up and down, so you don't have to just be way low. It'll set up pretty high. And it also, I don't know what the seat is made of, if it's plastic, vinyl, I'm not sure what that is, but that seat cover is a good 1/8 inch to 1/4 inch thick. I don't think it's possible to rip it, tear it, cut it. I mean, unless you take a saw to it or a knife. Even with a knife, I think it's going to be some work. If you ever have one and you have one that rips or tears, please send me a message, and with a picture, please, because I sure would like to see it. But this is a great, save yourself your knees, your back, your body when you're working on a car or working on anything for that matter, the lawnmower, a motorcycle, whatever you got. This is a great I call it a tool because that's what it is for me. But it's a stool, and it's very comfortable, very well made. Normally $115. I think it's worth it at $115, but if you wait around, these go on sale. Right now it's on sale for $70, which is a bargain. And they do go on sale a couple of times a year at that $70 price. They had one at on a parking lot sale here not too awful long ago. They had this on sale for that $70 price. So do yourself a favor and pick one of these up. And then the final item, and this is another one of my favorite items. Got one over here on my wall, this exact same hose reel. It is a 3/8 inch by 50 foot premium retractable hose reel. Has a rubber hose with it, which I love rubber hoses for air hose. I hate the PVC. It just, they kink up, they get tangled up, but the rubber unfurls straight and smooth, and it works well. This one's normally $100. It's on sale for $75, and these do go on sale. This is the Merlin model. They also have the Harbor, I don't know what model it is. It may be a Central Pneumatic, but they're essentially the same one, but I think the Merlin is a little bit better, and they're not that much difference in price, maybe $10. But this is a lifesaver for me because I can't stand clutter in my garage. I like things to be organized. And there's nothing worse than having an air hose that's laid out that you tried to coil up that comes uncoiled, or trying to constantly wrap something around a hanger on the wall. This thing, you pull it out, you use it, you retract it, and it goes away out of sight, out of mind. So do yourself a favor and get yourself one of these. So this is my list of the Harbor Freight Hall of Fame. If you've got a different list, hey, send it to me. Let me see it. I'd love to see what items you like. If you disagree, let me know that as well. I appreciate you watching my videos. I have had tremendous viewership over the last month. A lot of new subscribers, thank you, and a lot of views, and I appreciate that very, very much. And I hope that you'll continue to come back and watch my videos, and you will comment, leave thumbs up, and hit this subscribe button. And as always, have a great day. God bless. And remember, never give up.